Hello, good morning from Universal. Today I'm here for construction update number 5 for Halloween Horror Nights. And if you didn't know, a couple days ago we were actually here to show you guys some of the new props that they had added to the scare zones. And since then, Universal has added way more theming and props to their scare zones, and we're here to check that out. I'm excited. Let's head in and let's have a real awesome day. So before we head into Hollywood Boulevard and show you guys some of the new things that they have going on, I wanted to thank you guys so much for all the amazing and nice comments that we've received over the last couple of videos. It really warms our hearts, and we really appreciate every single one of you. And if you're new to the channel, if you stumbled across this video, thank you guys so much for clicking. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more Halloween Horror Nights construction update video. Without further ado, let's head inside. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. More theming to this area of the scare zone. This wasn't here the last time we were here. It's like a tree, and they've added another one on that side. Other than that, nothing has changed drastically. They have added speakers onto these set pieces now. Whoa, look at that. So yeah, they're definitely kicking it up a notch on the theming of the scare zone. So these set pieces are starting to look really nice. Before they were just like, they looked so awkward before, just planted on Hollywood Boulevard. But now that they've added a little bit more theming and detail to the set pieces, it's starting to look a little bit better. Let's take a look at the Five and Dime store and see if we can find anything new. It looks like they've moved some of the merchandise that was over there by Hallows Eve and Islands of Adventure. So they added the bags here, that cool looking shirt, some cups, and the hat. So I've never seen this one before. It's like a little wallet, I guess. It looks pretty cool, and there's like a scary pumpkin on it. And then I do like this shirt. Every day is Halloween at Universal. Not gonna lie, the Hallows Eve boutique over there in Islands of Adventure was getting a little too crowded for me. So I'm glad they kind of moved some of the items over there to this side. That way not everybody is crowding that store. I think they did a good job in adding like the more popular items from that store over to this side. Some of the merch. I'm hoping that they release more stuff throughout the month. And I don't see that shirt that they had put a couple days ago, and it's like a Dia de los Muertos type shirt. I was kind of looking forward, maybe I thought I would see it here, but it's just this. I'm so excited to go through this when Halloween Horror Nights starts. But let's continue on to more construction updates around the park. We're just getting started, so looking good. Oh yeah, my boy Vector with the haircut. He's kind of looking like Oliver Tree over there. But it looks like this is gonna be a bar area, because they have like boozy slushies, because they have like the slushie machines there. They have a fridge over here, and if you guys can see that, it's a little backlit. Try not to get too close. It's looking more like a bar area. This right here looks more like display of the menu, and they've added like little details around this side too. Over here by the kids zone area, at first I thought this was more like maybe like an abandoned church, but then the more I looked closely, oh, by the way, this is this tent, they just put a cover on it. I saw like these, and I was like, I don't know if it's a church. It's maybe a different type of church. And then I started looking at this. You could see through, I guess would be a window, and it looks like they're making like potions and stuff. But obviously this is a food booth that has nothing to do with a scare zone or anything, but I'm interested to see what kind of drinks or food they're gonna serve here. Another food booth cover up on this side. We have a scary pumpkin there, and we have like scarecrow pumpkins on the top. I'm not sure if these food booths are all gonna be themed out to the same thing, but there's another one on that side. And the reason why I say that is because this food booth, like the cover of it, has no relation to the other ones on that other side. So it's kind of, each of them are like their own thing, but this is kind of giving me like Good Guys vibes, right? Like the Chucky, like Chucky vibes. I'm assuming this is where you would order your food, or you could see the menu, and then you would be able to go and get it on the other side. So over here by the Men in Black ride, they've added this tent, and usually every time we come through here, we never really show you guys anything because there was nothing really going on, but they added a tent for food. Right by the Men in Black gear shop is where they have some actual mazes behind on the other side of the restrooms, and you'll typically exit right here. I've never actually seen anything other than like just the mazes in this area, but that is the first time we actually see something other than the mazes probably being built right now on the other side of these walls. Right across the restrooms here, bam! How big is this pumpkin? Holy smokes. Another food booth. I'm assuming, yeah, you get your food there. And this is where you get your drinks or your food. I like this. You know, it'd be cool if they serve like pumpkin drinks around this area. Well, I crossed over there on that side from Men in Black to that tent over there. If you guys can see that, where the big pumpkin is at. And I almost missed this, but there's another tent right here. Universal is gonna bring the foodie game this year. I guarantee it, because we've encountered 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th booth that I've seen so far, and we haven't made it around the whole park yet. But I'm excited. I'm really excited now to see all the new foods that they're bringing into this event. Wow, look at this, guys. My goodness. They added so much more in the span of like 2 or 3 days. This looks amazing. Oh man. The last time we were here, they only had this cauldron. But now look, they've added all this right here. Look at the detail on this door here. Looks like a horn. And they have like an eye on top. Yeah, they definitely put in work these last couple of days here, because this alone, just seeing this cauldron and seeing all the lettering here, I thought it was cool. But now that they added all this stuff, man, I can't wait for them to add more. And like I said earlier, they're adding stuff like almost every day now. And by the way, we're in the San Francisco area. Man, this area is gonna be awesome too. So right across from Louis, this is the 6th tent we've come across with. Try to say that fast. 6th tent. But anyway, yeah, they have another tent here for, I'm assuming, another food booth. But speaking of Louis, this is where they have this. They're gonna have the Scare Actor Dining this year. And if you didn't know, Scare Actor Dining has been missing at Universal for Horror Nights for the past like 2 or 3 years, I think, since the pandemic, and they officially brought it back. And I'm excited. I wish we could attend it, but unfortunately, we have so much to do on the first day of Halloween Horror Nights that we won't have time to do this. But maybe in the future we will. We will be getting a pass when Horror Nights starts. So a new set piece on this side. They have like, I guess like meats. It's gonna be like a meat stand. Look at this. I don't know if we can go in there. I think we can, but this is awesome. I'm assuming it's gonna be like a meat factory, and we can actually go in through this alley, because I see a lot of people coming in through this side. But this is definitely new. I have not seen it from the last time we were here. They have assorted meats. Whoa, I don't know if you guys can hear me from the music, but I mean, hey, this looks like fresh meat, alright? Like, it's not rotten, you know. I don't know, I mean, I'm not saying it looks good, but definitely so weird that they put this here. And I don't know what this is, but this is definitely new. And I'm assuming you can get like food here, because as we've seen in the other tent locations, they have this like little window, and I'm assuming they will put the menu here with the light on top. It's definitely the weirdest thing I've ever seen so far for Halloween Horror Nights, and I have no idea what this is for. And it's like kind of hidden. I almost missed this actually, because I was so focused on trying to find things on this side that I forgot to turn left. And I'm glad I did, because this is awesome. I spy with my little eye a food truck! Whoa. Obviously, I don't know if it's a real food truck. So it says Major Sweets Candy Company. Definitely not an actual food truck or a... Oh, Killer Taste Major Sweets Candy Company. I don't think this is a real food truck, guys. Don't get in the van, I don't know. It's looking a little sus right here. Oh, I don't remember them having theming on these trees. They've added little lights on them. Actually, they added lights on that one too. Yo. This is gonna look so sick at night. So they've added one. They've added lights on these two. And they've added lights on these two. So it's giving me like an old like country fair. You know what I mean? Like you got the food truck here that says Major Sweets Candy Company. You have, you know, the judge's booth here. You got a tractor there. You got the corn maze looking thing over there on that side. You got the meats that we just saw earlier. It's coming along pretty well actually. And I'm sure by the time this video uploads, they're gonna put more stuff out. So I'm not too worried about that. You know, we'll be here for that too. But Tribute store closed if you guys didn't see our last update, or if you guys didn't know in general. But they're transforming it into Halloween Horror Nights. I appreciate this. I appreciate they do this every year. Let's head over to the front of the park because I think this is basically almost the end of our update here at Universal. Well, take a look at this, guys. More theming to these booths here. And you can actually see some of the team members putting in some work. But this is looking pretty scary. You got the creepy windows up there. And you got this shadow looking thing. Wow. This booth says trick or treat right there on the window. And they're hammering down here. So they're putting in the work. That looks awesome. I can't wait for them to show us, give us a little taste, a little preview of the food that they're gonna have here for the event. And I like the theming because they could have easily just, you know, gave us these tents and serve food out of them, but the fact that they're theming them and making them like almost like set pieces on their own is pretty neat. Let's take one last little peeky poo at the scare zone that's gonna be here. So no actual props or anything like that in this area, but a lot of poles. And I'm assuming they're not really gonna add anything until maybe a week before Horror Nights, because this is a really congested area, kind of like a loud area. A lot of people go through here. I'm assuming in the next couple of weeks they'll probably do it. We're heading out now. I almost forgot to tell you guys the important quote of the day. Drink your water because it's hot in Florida. Alright? It's not too hot right now, but it is a little humid and feels a little sticky right now because I've been sweating. But definitely one of the cooler days out of this summer for sure. So we've come to an end to a really weird outro, because when I got home, Alondra told me that I messed up on the outro and I actually recorded it in slow-mo, so I'm doing it now. But she's actually working on the costume for our Mickey's Not So Scary, what is it?
Halloween party video?
Halloween party video?
Costume?
Yes, costume, right?
Halloween, wait, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween costume.
Yeah, what she said. But yeah, I had a really fun, awesome time at Universal. Let us know in the comments down below what food do you think they're gonna have at Halloween Horror Nights. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching me. Reel in the magic. Bye.